Hey guys, it's Sakura and I'm one of the co-founders of Bloguettes. Today I'm going to be talking about the trick to Boomerang. So Boomerang has been huge, everyone's been using it and doing it and it's so much fun, but little did you know that there is a trick to it. And so we're going to be showing you how to get there, the best way to do boomerangs and all that fun stuff. So let's get started. Okay, so before we get into the settings, I wanted to talk about just a quick tip when it comes to boomerang. So a lot of people tend to, when they're recording their boomerang, they do their moves multiple times. So let's just say, here's a camera, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, when they're recording their boomerang. But the trick is you want to just do 2 moves. So for example, you just want to do 1, 2. Because then when it plays back, it's just 1, 2, and it loops around automatically by itself. So if you're the one that's doing multiple moves over and over again, then it gets kind of confusing and there's that weird cut. So I highly recommend just doing 1, 2. So unfortunately, you can't get to the settings from Instagram directly, so you have to have the Boomerang app in order for you to get to the settings. So I'm gonna open the Boomerang app. And then here we are. This is the main page. And to get to the settings, you're going to use your 4 fingers, right? And you're gonna tap the display, so the main screen. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Could get a little tricky sometimes. I need to lay it down because all 4 fingers need to hit at the same time. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. So then it just pops up. Again, it's secret. There's no other way to get it except for using your 4 fingers, so keep that in mind. So as you can see, there are so many different settings that no one ever knew about, right? So one is resolution. Resolution is a really big deal, so you always want to make sure that it's at the highest quality possible. So I always have it at 1080p, always. Okay, so the most important thing I would say when it comes to boomerang is the boomerang mode. So there's 4 different kinds: forward and back pause, forward only, and back only. So out of those 4, my personal favorite is forward and back pause, because forward and back is what's known for boomerang, but I like the pause because you know exactly where it ends. So I love the forward and back pause. So next I'm going to go into the specific detailed settings when it comes to boomerang, but I'm going to use the forward and back pause the whole time. So the frame count is a very important thing, and I typically always keep it at 10 because basically what that means is how many frames it takes in the duration of your boomerang. So the more frame it takes, the better and the smoother it is, so I always keep it at 10. So next is the long capture frame count, and basically it allows you to determine the duration of your boomerang. So if you want a shorter boomerang, then you can change it here. If you want a longer one, you can change it here. So I typically like to keep it in the middle because I don't want it to be too long or too short. So I typically keep it around, I don't know, like anywhere from 17 to 18. Okay, so next is the capture frame rate. Now this is a very important part of setting your boomerang settings. So basically if it's at 20, it's going to be super fast and you're barely gonna get to capture whatever you're trying to capture. So I would highly recommend going in the middle for this one as well. I would say like 10, 11 FPS. But if you go too low, then it's extremely low, or extremely slow. So I would just make sure that it's like in the middle range, around 10, 11-ish. And last but not least, we are gonna talk about playback frame rate. So playback frame rate is literally how your boomerang is going to play back and loop. So if it's low, then it's going to be extremely slow. But if you bring it up, it's going to be super fast. So again, I like to keep it at a middle, so it's pretty fast, but not too fast or not too slow. Okay, so I'm going to keep it there, and then hit X. And basically that's how you would that's how we like to do our boomerang. But also the trick is what you're doing when you're recording your boomerang. I highly recommend, instead of, a lot of people go back and forth over and over and over again. Rather than doing that, I highly recommend just doing 2 moves. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, super easy, super fun. Play around with Boomerang. But I hope you guys enjoy this video, and make sure to give our video a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks, guys. Bye.